Yeah, it's the biggest car dealership in Cleveland. They want a new approach, something that skews younger, so.
You waited all night to tell us this.
I'm sorry.
That's wonderful.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You 2 kids. And you 3 kids. Just coming all this way just to party with the old folks. It's just...
Mommy, okay?
I'm sorry. I think I do need to go powder my nose after all.
You're the best. You're so lucky. Got a good man, good couple of kids, and you even still got your figure.
Your figure is fine, Betty. Bob certainly noticed. My mother would say, count your blessings, babe.
Oh, I do. I do. You know that guy, Beatty, over in New Hampshire? He got another one. A gay divorcee like me.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the news anchor on Channel 8, you know, the really cute one. He said it makes it an even dozen. She was tortured. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm drunk.
It's okay.
Go back to your family.
Okay, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need a little more time by myself.
All right, I'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was gonna save this till later, but... Happy anniversary, Mrs. Anderson.
Oh.
You're a Pisces.
Oh my God, Bobby, they're beautiful. Beautiful, thank you. Oh, well, hey, now just save that for later. Save it for later. Oh. Try the bottom. How do they look?
They were made for you, huh?
Would you hold that?
Yes.
And we better get back in there. They're gonna think we got a room.
Honestly speaking, I wouldn't mind.
All right, ladies and germs, what we have here is the best accountant in our little company. In the state of Maine. Best damn accountant in the USA! And you wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because he's careful, okay? Because he checks his work. And look out, IRS, because when he has to, covers his tracks. Enjoy.
Hi. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming tonight and just take a minute of your time. When Donnie and I decided to have this party, it was really as a way of saying thank you to our parents for your love and support and for putting up with us for the past 25 years. But really, to thank them for their love and their respect and their devotion to each other. Through hard work and a little help from their kids and lots of love, my parents have created something very rare, a good marriage. We love you guys.
Well, we have the house for ourselves.
Yes. We do.
Am I gonna get lucky tonight?
Well, if you bring me some fizzy water to settle my stomach a little, you just might.
Ooh, I want you to be on time.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully we both will. Oh, thank you. Oh. Thank you. Bob.
You're my bad girl.
Are you my naughty boy?
I am. I can't help it. I'm powerless over my nature.
I hope you're not powerless over the long list of honeydews I have for year 26, Mr. Anderson. Come on over here, you naughty little boy.
That was terrific.
Good. Happy anniversary, you naughty little boy.
With potatoes and you're headed down. Drive the woods to get to a Boston town.
Okay. $19.55 double-die wheat penny. Robert Anderson's Great White Whale.
Christ. Is that uncirculated?
No, but better than good. I call it VG. I found it on yesterday's pennies from Heaven blog. The guy who owns it has it listed for like, I don't know, $15,000, which is ridiculous. But I think I could get it for $9. Let me buy it for you. Let me an anniversary present, like the fish earrings.
No. Those fish earrings didn't cost $9,000.
No, I know, but I want to.
Oh, no. It's not that. Look, if I find it, then it's fate. It's karma.
I know, but I just thought, you know, it's our anniversary and it's special. That maybe going once, going twice.
I'm sure that one day I will find one in my change. Until then.
Yes, you enjoy the hunt.
Yes, I enjoy the hunt.
Oh, good. They're home.
Oh, you're such a.
I know I am. I'm just powerless over my nature. Doesn't accountant ever eat a good breakfast?
Good shot, Ma.
Don't say Ma, it sounds so ignorant.
Ma. My Rainy, my Barker, my Jug. You were hell last night, Ma.
Oh. Always blame the woman.
Well, as James Jones says in From Here to Eternity, God dealt women all the best cards. Right between the legs.
Sexist crap.
Daddy, I can't believe you said that.
Daddy, you sound so ignorant.
No, stop it. So when will you be back?
Depends on the traffic. I have to drop in on the famous Mr. Gaines before I leave. He's not crazy about my secondary career as a kingpin collector. But I am the best accountant in the firm.
Yeah, no conceit in our family.
No.
Don't forget to thank him for the tasteful toilet seat.
Will do. Right after I ask him for a corner office with an ocean view.
Oh, you're bad. Bye. You take good care of my babies.
Oh, you bet I will, Ma. Love you.
I love you. Mwah. Drive safe.
I will. I always do.
Don't miss your flight. Bye. Call me. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
And although police refuse to comment, sources close to the investigation confirm that elements of the crime suggest that it was the work of the notorious serial killer who calls himself Beatty.
Yes, that's right, Dave. Marjorie Duvall moved here to the picturesque town of South Gansett, New Hampshire, after her divorce 5 years ago. Co-workers reported her missing last Wednesday after she failed to show up for work. Miss Duvall's body was discovered early this morning by a jogger in this remote area of the abandoned South Gansett railway station. If this was, in fact, the work of the notorious serial killer, police can soon expect to receive Miss Duvall's identification cards along with a taunting note from Beatty in the mail.
About a dozen downtown businesses were boarded up Wednesday, and glass-littered sidewalks following 2 nights of protests over the police shooting of an unarmed black man. There were few people on the streets, as the Archdiocese canceled classes at 2 inner-city Roman Catholic schools, and police urged curiosity seekers to stay out of the over-the-Rhine neighborhood. Technology stocks extended their...
And me and mine have cleared a straight path for you. Aim here. For the center.
Oh, no, no. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, oh poop. Oh. He goes, but he never really leaves. These are mine. I was looking for these. Mail expiration.
That makes an even dozen. She was tortured.
Oh my God. Oh my. Fuck.
Hi, this is Darcy.
And this is Bob. We're not able to come to the phone right now, but leave a message if you want to.
And if it's about collectible coins, make sure you leave a message. Remember, change comes from within.
If that's you, handsome, get your tight little buns over here. My husband's out of town.
Ah, very funny. I tried you before.
I was on the phone with Pets. You know, she got home fine, and Donnie did too. It's just, and she's just going crazy over those bridesmaids' dresses.
You okay?
Well, to quote the famous Robert Anderson, I'm just upright and sniffing the air. How did it go today?
I picked up 17 Lady Liberties at a good, no, at a great price. As for that idiot's taxes, the less said the better.
Oh, dear.
Your voice sounds thick. You haven't been crying, have you?
Well, I just, you know, after I talked with Pets, I started thinking about my sister. You know, she was a year younger than Pets when she died.
No, honey, if I jump in the car and turn around, I could be home in no time.
No. Don't do that. After the day you've put in, it's just, I'd be worried you'd fall asleep behind the wheel.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. In fact, did I, since you're in Vermont anyway, did I mention that estate sale in Rutland?
Yeah. I checked it online back at the motel. Lot 75, steel pennies. I mean, look, if you're okay and I can square it with Gaines, do you mind if I stay another day?
More time for me and the pool boy.
Wow. Lock up tight.
Always.
I know you loved your sister, honey.
Yes, I did. Huh.
And I love you.
I love you.
Incredible as it may seem, Beatty has been living on this suburban Cleve Mills street since the late 1980s, with his wife of 25 years and 2 children, who are just now finding out that they have grown up under the shadow of New England's most notorious killer, or so they claim. Many are asking how much Darcel and Anderson knew about her husband's other life as Beatty.
She knew nothing.
Ask yourself if you really need one of these tonight. Yeah, well, I think tonight I do.
You just had to fucking look, didn't you?
Need more coffee, darling?
Yeah, sure. Just a half cup. You know what? Forget about that coffee. It'll just keep me up anyway. Just check, please. A slut being a slut in honor. been cheating at the candy again.
Jesus, you scared the life out of me.
As Moses said to the children of Israel, what goeth in the mouth today, it showeth in the butt tomorrow.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Vermont.
We need to talk.
What? You come sneaking in here at 3:30 in the morning because we need to talk?
I lay for a while in that stupid motel. After we talked. And then I went out for something to eat, all the while trying to convince myself that what I was thinking was true. But I didn't get to where I got by dodging the truth, so I jumped in the Blazer and I hit the road.
Really? Gosh, I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't have a clue. It's, and as for the candy, you know, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Well, there you go with your passive-aggressive stuff again. You never change. I can read you like a book, honey. You're upset. And it's my fault. And I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. You found my secret hiding place in the garage.
I really have absolutely no idea. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
did a great job putting everything back where it belonged. Except the box was a little to the left of where I usually put it. And I love that box because, you know, Petra gave it to me. And there was a rubber band missing. Beatty always uses 2 rubber bands. Belt and suspender rule. But I found it under your car, which, by the way, needs an oil change, which you always forget. Sometimes you can be so smart about some things and so dumb about others. Like clearing the search history. You always forget to do it.
What?
Search history. It's the first thing I checked when I came in. And, okay, I admit it. I had a pudding cup. So I guess I am a person that lives in a glass house.
Really? You checked my computer, you dirty sneak!
Oh. Doris, I've been doing it for years. I have a very bad friend that does very bad things. And when you're a man in that position, you have to stay current on those closest to you. And since the kids left home, that would be you. And you haven't just been checking on Marjorie Duvall. You've been checking on all of them. Whoops!
You're just a bad friend. What bad friend?
The kid I chummed around in junior high with. I told you about him after we were married.
Yeah, but he's
Dead, yeah. Got hit by a truck chasing a baseball onto the street. Poor old Brian.
You're not making sense, Bob.
Wow. I guess you had to be there. There were these girls that snooted us in the 8th grade. Diane Ramage, Laurie Svensson, and a couple of others. Anyway, Brian came up with this idea that we would catch one of them alone. Well, maybe 2, one for each of us. We were gonna say to them that if they fucked us real good, like they fucked their boyfriends on Saturday night, we'd let them live.
And this was all your friend Brian's idea.
Well, look, those girls were snoots. Like Betty next door. Did you see the way that she was rubbing her tits all over me at the party?
Yeah, she was drunk.
Yeah. But Darcy, you have to realize that I didn't kill those women. Not really. It was another person inside my head. I fought it for years, The Voice. And then I just thought, I'll do it once. Get it out of my head. If I get caught, I get caught. At least it won't be in my head anymore. I won't have to think about it, wonder what it would be like.
All these years, you've been fighting him. Is that right? The Beatty inside you?
Yeah, I have. And I could fight him forever if I thought that there was a future for us. If there was some way that we could, just turn the page.
Well, if I don't, I suppose that I become Beatty's next.
Oh, Dorothy, come on. Honey, this is not some movie where the psycho husband chases the screaming wife around the house. I would never let Beatty hurt you. You know that, don't you? Anyway. Even if you were to turn me in, I wouldn't lift a finger.
But
you have to think about the kids. And you have to think about yourself, Darcy. Honey, you have to think about yourself. Who is going to believe that you lived with me for all these years and didn't know?
I didn't.
Didn't even suspect.
I didn't, not once.
And you would have to move. And the Edison Coin and Collectible Company would be blackballed, I can promise you that. And, then there's the kids. They have to live with the shame and the humiliation.
Stop it, don't say that. Don't talk about them when you talk about this. Don't ever just...
Okay. Can we, look, can we just put it behind us, honey?
Oh, God. I don't know. Okay. Just let me think about it, Bob. Let me think about it.
Sure. It's okay. I understand. I'm really tired. It was a long drive. It was exhausting. Could you turn out the light, honey? It's mine.
Bob? Bob? Bob?
kill those women. Not really. It was another person inside my head.
Bob?
I just thought, I'll do it once. Get it out of my head. If I get caught, I get caught. At least I don't have to think about it, wonder what it would be like. Darcy! Darcy, I'm home. Darcy? Pizza?
I didn't feel like cooking.
Yeah, but what about your acid reflux?
I took a Zantac.
Okay. Well, since we're gonna be bad, what do you say we have a little wine? I'll take that as a yes.
I'll have another.
Wow, you took a couple of Zantacs, didn't you?
That's the one you left upstairs on the little table.
Did I? Must have forgot that I had it in my hand. I was gonna cut myself an apple, but I forgot the apple too. You know what it's like when you get tired, you forget stuff. It's mushroom.
You have to promise me.
What?
You have to promise me that you're going to stop.
Yes, honey, what did
The
you
most
say?
solemn. Never go back on it, promise.
I do. I told you that yesterday.
And we could never talk about this again.
I get that.
And you're not to send the Duval woman's ID to the police. I need more than promises, Bobby. You dig a hole in the woods, somewhere, and you bury that woman's ID in it.
If I do that, are we good?
Of course we are. You're good.
I am.
You're gonna stay that way, aren't you?
I am.
Good, that's settled. Go ahead, eat your pizza then.
Oh, my God. It's hot.
Don't take such big bites, and you won't burn your mouth.
Mother knows best. Oh.
Mom, I'm still waiting on 20 RSVPs. And they're all his relatives. And he says that they're coming, but how am I supposed to know that? Why wouldn't they RSVP?
Relax, honey. Take a deep breath. The wedding is still weeks away, okay?
Mom, I think it would have been easier if we just eloped.
Now, that would have broken my heart. And your dad's, of course.
How is the old fella?
Well, you know Dad. It's upright and sniffing the air.
Hey, have you talked to Donnie? Are you sure that he's cleared his schedule? Because he's become this damn success story, and...
Pets, your brother will be there with bells on. And if he's not, your dad will...
Kill him? God, I hope so.
Something like that.
All right. I love you, Mom.
I love you, too. And, stop obsessing.
All right, I'll try.
Get some sleep.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Bye. Any luck finding the great lost penny?
No, not yet. But you know, all good things come to those who wait.
Nice. How long has it been since we've had a girl afternoon?
A couple of months, I guess.
It's because you and Bob are so tight.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, Doris, honestly.
Neither do I.
Oh, he's on the road, yeah?
Yeah, he's just in Portsmouth. Some little stationery company got their taxes all snarled up, you know, and there's a coin show tomorrow, but, you know, he'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, with him, it's always a coin show. Does he actually have any other hobbies?
Clear these for you.
No, I'm not finished. I'm not done. Sorry.
Doris?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, it's just the wedding. Petra keeps calling every night, and every night there seems to be a new problem, and...
Shit just rolls downhill. And...
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, exactly. And, you know, I worry when Bob's on the road, you know, when he's away. How about dessert? Enough. You're right, Bob. I can do it.
Claims to have no knowledge of the missing funds. In other news, a Portsmouth woman was found murdered in her apartment late this morning. Michaela Blake, age 42, had been shot 3 times. Police have taken Miss Blake's common-law husband into custody, and sources close to the investigation say he's confessed. Of course, if the next one is Beatty's, she belongs to you, Darcy.
There's a fix-it muffler 4 blocks down on Rayburn Avenue. Maybe you missed it, huh? You only go past it every day when you go to work.
Yeah, well, you know, they fix the problem, charge you 3 times what it's worth, and then point out 6 other things. And then some big snooty guy looks at you and says, "Hey, I'm just telling you, it's your decision." Can you hand me the adjustable wrench? Darcy? You okay, Darcy?
I saw you looking at Betty.
Yeah, well, that skirt is pretty short. It's hard not to look.
Well, then you're gonna have to try harder, aren't you?
It's a big week next week, huh? Petra's big week. You want to hand me the adjustable? I want to get out of here. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Honey, limo's here.
I'll be down in a couple of minutes.
I brought you some fizzy water. Oh my God.
What? What's wrong?
You look gorgeous.
Oh. No, none of that. I'll have to fix my mouth all over again. But thank you. You're very sweet. So go on, I'll be down in just a couple minutes.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the father and daughter dance. Let's get him out here. Let's see him move. Give him some room.
Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone, blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still
Okay, guys, everybody dance.
May I? You may. Enjoy.
Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind.
Darcy, you're missing your own party.
Hi, I'm just rehearsing my toast.
Oh, you'll be fine. Honey, this is a beautiful wedding. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you.
Bob, I think he might have a little thing for me.
Betty. Yes, on a few occasions I have suggested that he put his eyes back into his head, okay?
I just want you to know that I have never encouraged it, and I never would. Because you're my best friend. I know that, honey. You are such a peach.
I know.
You deserve every good thing that's happened to you.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Sweet dreams that leave all worries.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. Everything is finally right.
Oh, honey.
If I was a poet, I could tell you how grateful I am for the second chance to be here to see all of this, but I'm just a lousy coin-collecting accountant. So all I can say is thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on. We need to get back in there.
Darcy! Darcy!
What?
Darcy, you're never gonna believe it. You're
What?
never gonna believe it.
You're scaring the Jesus out of me. What?
Pick a hand.
What? I don't want to play games, Bob. What?
Come on, come on, come on. Pick. You read my mind, but you always could. Found it in the change bear.
You just found this? Let me see this.
I was just going through the change.
Oh my gosh. How many years have you been searching for this?
Since I was 14 years old. Isn't it great?
I know. I'm so happy for you.
So, what do you think? Is it fine or very fine? You're the expert.
Well, I'd love to say VF, but
I know, but it's better than VG.
Oh, definitely better than VG. Definitely. You know what? If your dad was here, he would be cracking open a bottle of champagne. I just know it.
Well, I will take care of that tonight at Pearl of the Shore.
Oh, Bob, I don't know.
Come on. Put on your prettiest dress. I will buy as much champagne as you can drink.
Well, okay. How about as much champagne as you can drink? And I'll drive home. It's your find, after all.
Deal.
Oh.
All right, one more time.
Whoa.
Yes! Am I gonna get to be a naughty boy? Huh?
You might. You might. Oh, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna get out of this dress. And if you bring me some fizzy water and a wedge of lime, you just might get lucky, mister. But it'll cost you.
How much?
For you? Just a penny.
Wait.
Oh. For safekeeping.
What you want, Tom?
Yes. With the mirror. Hey now, hurry up, you naughty boy.
Here I come, ready or not. You a bad girl?
Are you my naughty boy? was female exploration. I so hoped that the fall would kill you. I knew it might not. Here I am, Bobby. Oh, I'm on top. Just the way you like it. Right, right.
I'm fine. Hello, this is Darcelyn Anderson calling from 24 Sugar Mill Lane. My husband just fell down the stairs and I think he might be dead.
For I am the resurrection and the life. And he who believeth on me, even if he die, yet shall he live. So we commit thy servant, Robert Anderson, to the ground, in the sure belief that the good works of his honest life will recommend him to thee on the day of judgment.
Hang in, Mom. Almost.
would the family like to approach?
Rest in peace, Pop.
Miss you, Dad.
They were very special to him.
Then why didn't you put them in the coffin?
I forgot. That's... Gosh.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord raise up his face upon you.
Nice dress. If it was any shorter, you could see her ass.
Don't you ever, ever
She's just upset.
Boy, is she ever.
Do you think there's any booze in that limo? I could use a drink.
I'm buying. Thank you so much, Mrs. Anderson. God bless you.
You too, Father. You're very welcome.
Some good comes of our greatest losses.
If you say so.
Hello. Mrs. Anderson.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, well. Well, thank you. Holt Ramsey, I'm with the Office of the State's Attorney General.
Does RET mean you're retired?
Well, I'm an old dog. They toss me a bone now and then, I chew on it.
Oh. I think I've seen you. Have you been here before?
According to the Hindus, we all have.
What can I do for you, Mr. Ramsey?
Inside will be better. My, this is a lovely home you have here, Mrs. Look. A place for everything and everything in its place. My wife would have approved. How I miss her. Just the way I imagine you miss your husband.
Yes. What may I do for you, Mr. Ramsey? I'm sorry, or is it Detective Ramsey?
Donkey is, since anyone called me detective. No, you go straight to Holt. That'll do me just fine. The thing is, I get bored. Just the TV for company, so I thought to myself, what the hell, I'll take that drive down to Cleves Mills and I'll just ask a few of my little questions. Yeah. Have a look. Turn it over.
Oh, I see you do know my name.
Indeed, I do. Both of your names. Bob Darcy, BD. BD. Look at you. Look at you both. Rubbing our noses in it the whole time, weren't you?
I'm sorry.
There are 12 women who are dead, Mrs. Surprised you can laugh at that.
Sit down. Sit down right there. And just be quiet. Troublesome man.
Never touch that stuff.
You know you're crazy.
Could be. But I notice you haven't asked me to leave, have you? Have you? I probably don't have much of a case, you know that.
You have no case.
Doesn't matter, missus. There are ways and there are ways. Once I come upon this fella way far upstate. Killed his wife, 2 kiddies. Tried to make it look like home invasion. I chewed on that old bone. Got a taste for it. Chewed that bone till the fella got nervous and he ran.
And what happened to him?
I chased him right up into the Haynesville woods. You know? Where the song says there's a tombstone every mile. But he crashed. And I crashed right after him, and that's how I got this leg, not to mention the steel rod that I got in my neck. I can tell you when it's going to rain.
And the kid that you were chasing? What did he get?
He got death. Burned to death in his car. Saved the state. 40, 50 years, room and board in Shawshank.
You are quite the hound of heaven, aren't you, Mr. Ramsey?
I fled him down the nights and down the days. I fled him down the arches of the years. I fled him down the labyrinthine ways. And so on.
Did you learn that in school?
Methodist Youth Fellowship.
I won't let you ruin my children's lives.
Well, if you think about it, missus, wasn't me put ruin in their way. You think about it.
Go ahead if you want to, but I don't think you'll get away with it twice.
What's the worst thing that you ever did? Just the two of us. And you know what they say?
Two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. And you'll be dead soon enough, won't you?
You recall that fella I told you about, one who killed his wife and kids?
Mm-hmm.
Well, after he wrapped his Mustang around the tree, I just sat and I listened to his screams for quite a while. Finally, they stopped. And then I called it in.
And who else knows?
Only you.
Because people wouldn't understand, would they?
Tell me something, will you? Just what was it that you threw into the grave?
They were the earrings that my husband gave me for my 25th anniversary. They were fish earrings because I was a Pisces. He said, you know, they belonged to Marjorie Duvall. He raped her, and he murdered her, and stole her earrings and gave them to me. Oh. And I thought, oh, he's just so thoughtful. Marjorie Duvall's ID was in this box. The box that his daughter made him for a school project. He promised to stop.
Did you believe him?
No. But I needed time to think, and I wanted to spare my children.
You didn't come here to kill me. You never would have brought this if you had. There's one thing that I can't quite get by. The initials. B.D. B.D.
Beatty was something else. When my husband was a boy, he had a friend who was killed in an accident. It was a boy with fantasies. His name was Brian Delahanty. I guess he didn't like his first name very much because when my husband was a kid, he used to call him. Would you have caught him?
Oh, yeah. It's blurred. Like it's 2 pennies.
Some people are that way too. I'll go now. And you'll do what you have to do.
Mrs. The only thing I have to do is pay my taxes. It's not for me to punish you. You know, your kid's gonna talk about how much they miss dear old Dad. And tell the grandkids about what a fine fella Grandpa was. you're just gonna sit there and listen, nod, smile. Once in a while, even have to talk about the good old days.
Mm-hmm. I can live with that.
Darcy, come over here close to me. You did the right thing. Now, would you mind putting my music on for me?
All you big and burly men who roll the trucks along, you better listen, you'll be thankful when you hear my song. You have really got it made if you're hauling goods any place on earth but those Haynesville woods. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never, ever, ever seen a smile. And if they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never, ever, ever seen a smile. And if they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em all, there'd be a tombstone every mile. When you're talking to a trucker that's been hauling goods down the stretch of road in Maine they call the Haynesville Woods, he'll tell you that dying and going down below won't be half as bad as driving on the road of ice and snow. It's a stretch of road up north in Maine that's never, ever, ever seen a smile. And if they buried all the truckers lost in them woods, there'd be a tombstone every mile. Count 'em all, there'd be a tombstone every mile.
See you smile, and I can hear you say hello. You're everywhere I go. Such is my love. Even though I try, I can't forget the way you sigh. My heart can't help but cry. Such is my love. I just go on longing for your kisses, still thrilling to your charms. I never spend a day without dreaming through. I'm helpless, what to do? How can I hide the tears I keep inside? Such is my love. Such is my love, the tears I keep inside. Such